Maybe she didn't want to fuck neither. You know what I mean? Like not
Just
not
wanted to
every
just
encounter
chill.
got to be sexual,
No.
but we're human beings and we're allowed to encounter one another. And for you women or you men that aren't fucking your other, treating your other properly, being understanding of your other, do not be hesitating to expect not to be cheated on. Because when you don't eat the pussy, somebody else will. And when you don't suck the dick, somebody else will. And when you don't take care of her heart or his heart, somebody else will. So just expect it. If you ain't doing your job, somebody else will. It's common sense.
But well, anyways, other than that, I had a great week.
I mean, your week started off a little crazy though. Friday, I'm at work. I got a crazy phone call from you and at work, fucking bathroom. You went through some traumatic shit.
Yeah. You're that's the dumbest. That's like
But wouldn't it show? Doesn't that
but
show you?
that showed
Doesn't that
me
show you
the pettiness.
the pettiness of what may be there? You know what I'm saying? Like it might not be intentional towards you. It might not be your fault. But since you're with the person, to some extent, it's like you're their muse. You're their muse. You know, like and
Dude, I wrote a 58 bar song, a diss record for her. Like I wrote a nice song and then I wrote a
mm-hmm,
fucked up song. I told you I wrote a very I said it's one of the most fucked up songs I ever wrote.
mm-hmm.
And it's like it was like like you be with the person and you do something fucked up. Oh, I got 4 new lines. I just wrote something last night before I went to sleep. I wrote like 4 extra bars for her. I meant to only keep at 48. I keep writing my 58 now. I'm about to make this shit like 300 bars and run it at some point. And it's like the fuck. She's like, this is like the evil part. That's like I feel like
I mean, but if that's the way you express, it's not like, it's better than arguing, hitting, yelling.
yeah.
It's better than saying spiteful shit. You've learned a way that you can express and you feel like comfortable.
Yep. Nigga, I denied sex 4 times from 4 different women this past year. Now, literally at a few networking events, and then times when I'm like walking down the street or like chilling at the bar after like a show and stuff. On 4 different occasions, women wanted to have sex that exact night. And I try to be faithful. Like, nope, I'm good. I'd rather be here. Just go home, just relax, and just mind my fucking business. I'm not trying to make shit worse than it already is. I'm not. Well, I can never say I was never a cheater because this is my first relationship. So, first relationship, you can't be a cheater.
Well, look, cheating comes from, and I'll speak to personal. It comes from multiple reasons. Not wanting to lose is a big one. You may have something and it may not be working out so well, but you, even though it's not working out so well, something else comes along
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to lose what you have, but that something else is there. You don't want to lose that neither. That comes from a psyche of loss. Like, not having, there's no excuse to cheat. There's no excuse to cheat. I'm just
I didn't
saying,
realize we were starting.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'll leave it there too. It's no excuse. It's no excuse, but I'm saying the psyche of a cheater, why they think like that. My parents weren't always available for me emotionally. So when I started, I was really bad at intimacy for a long time as a young man because the intimate part wasn't what I wanted from the women. I wanted from the women just the women, like to like me, to be around me, and it became somewhat of a drug where even if I was single or in a relationship, I would still have multiple relations with women, whether it be kissing them when we were together, touching up on each other, bumping and grinding, sleeping in each other's beds, and I would have a relationship. But I would do that because I didn't want to lose. I hated feeling that emptiness when I was younger of not having, emotional connection with a person because I didn't have it with my parents.
Yeah.
Regardless if I was raped, regardless if there's always been older women touching me ever since I've been younger and that has nothing to do with why I would think myself when I cheated. I didn't cheat because I wanted to be a sexual deviant. Whenever I cheated, it was genuinely from a place of I didn't know how to be man enough to make the decision to cut something off before I started something else. Because I didn't want to feel the feeling of losing again. I felt like
Yeah.
all my life.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time for somebody to feel secure in their shoes to be able to blow somebody off or tell somebody just the honest truth. Yo, it ain't working. It ain't working. We got to go our separate ways. We don't have to hate each other. This is what it is. And I just have to be honest with the situation. If, yo, it could
Be
be
honest
like,
with yourself.
look at Jason Momoa and his chick.
Yeah,
You
wait,
know,
well, not confused. What the fuck?
What-
Lisa Bonet.
all right, look, he said when he was younger, I'm gonna get that girl when I'm older. Got the girl. They got married, have kids. They broke up for like 8 months. Saw the playing field. Said, nah, fuck this shit.
Yep.
You know, but you gotta be honest because if shit ain't working when it's not working, it's not going to. So if you let shit go, like what's the DMX line? You know, you love it, let it go. If it
If
come
you love
back to
something,
you,
it's yours.
if it come back to you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was.
That's a bar.
What, nigga?
Chuck,
Break it
yeah,
down, nigga.
R.I.P.,
Either
my
let me
nigga.
fly or give me death. Let my soul rest or take my breath. If I don't fly, I'ma die anyway. I'ma live
Yep.
long, but I'll be gone any day.
Like even another thing, like my significant other, she was like, "Oh, I'm not mushy and shit." I was like, "That's a whole bold-faced lie." It's like because in the beginning, when you were doing, the things we were doing in the car, that they say, "Oh, that was more lust than me being mushy." I was like, "Oh, okay, got it." So it's like you were just like in the heat of the moment, not for like just like, "Oh, I'm with the heat of my man," and you're just with the heat of like, "Okay, I'm a hoardy and let me just get this shit off."
It doesn't make you feel. It doesn't make you feel like it was a authentic or original or yours.
So it's like, yo, I told you, even from day one, it's like I seen this shit. I seen it, but I just ignored it so hard. Like I already told you about like the first like date and shit. Like it was pretty much her being a Karen to the waiter and the manager for no reason. I wrote that in my song. Like I was like
Don't you wish sometimes?
I ate the food. The food was shit too. It was like pasta, some pasta Alfredo shit I had, and I was like, it tastes like fucking dirt. And I'm sitting there pretending I enjoy the shit, but she's like talking. I said I had a dirt taste, but I cleaned it like a janitor. Then you're caring to the waiter and the manager, saying that you want to stay for a little while longer, but I didn't care because I really love the style on the devil in the blue dress. Or the Rick Ross, ass is fat, eyes and mine was in a crisscross. That's some of the bars right there for you. That's how serious it's getting with this fucking shit.
But then you see, look, and I don't know if you want to leave any of this shit in.
You can leave it all the fucking. She don't even really watch this shit. And
Well,
so even if when you do watch this shit, you'll fucking know.
I want you to know that what you're waging, though, you're waging war.
I'm not raging no war.
You're waging. You're. If somebody doesn't pull out, it's liable for emotional war. Like I said, some people just won't leave each other, even though when it's not supposed to be. If so many things are telling you the ceiling is blue, it's only you that's convincing yourself it's a different fucking color. It and that's the hardest decision to make in the world, my nigga. Like it sucks. They say that to stop a habit, it takes like 21 days of like not doing it. And you'll be at least 50% off from less thinking about it. Those 21 days are the hardest though. You go through physical imbalances. Your body's all fucked up because it's used to doing the same habit. It's used to doing the same thing and you just stopped it. If you're used to loving somebody for a year, 2 years, you're used to talking to somebody, having conversation, because when shit's good, shit's fucking great.
Yeah, it was great.
So it's like when you're used to those and you're going to tell yourself, I can't have that no more. That's really being an adult about the situation and taking care of your feelings in the long run. Or it could just be mind my fucking business and you guys figure it out in 5-10 years. It gets figured out. Because that's always true too. Some people just conform to each other. I knew a chick that was fucking my mans and we had a convo and we're talking on a three-way and I'm talking to two of the girls and the girls are like, yo, this nigga got a little dick. What the fuck am I supposed to do with the nigga? A nigga, and yo, Benunts to me, years later, they're 2 kids in. They're 2 kids in.
Wait, you want his little dick?
And you know what the conversation is? She said, I conform to it. I conform to it. This is what people do for one another. And if you're not willing to conform to your other's feelings, emotions, or ways, and it could be called compromising, but I don't feel like it's a compromise when it's in love. When you're in love, you're never compromising for that other person. You're conforming to how that other person is to make it fit with your puzzle piece.
But
You know.
what if the other person? What if one person just sees it as love and the other doesn't? What if you
That's
both think it's love and you're just lying to yourself and saying that it's love? Like, I think this is love, and they know it might be. Let's just see what the fuck happens.
Well, if you gotta think that it's love, then it ain't love. If you gotta question yourself, if you gotta like, it's one thing to have a human gene and be like horny, and you see an attractive girl and you're like, damn, or a girl sees an attractive guy and be like, damn. It's one thing to watch porn and play with yourself. It's one thing but when you're with somebody, like when you're with somebody, there's no faking. Do we love one another or not? If we're saying I love you to each other, we're sleeping together, we're going out, we're spending checks, we're with each other's families. At that point, if any of us are still second guessing whether or not we're in love with one another, then the chain is broken. You're not in love with one another. The chain is broken. The circle and the chain is only going to keep functioning when all parties involved push it across. If somebody's stopped, then the whole fucking thing is stopped. The train is delayed. We're at the station. We can't leave. It's a guy fell on the train tracks. We're fucked.
That's what it honestly feels like for me, man.
Well, I hope that it you can figure it. You two can figure it out, because it's, for me, like I said, I look at things like, I take my situation. My situation a little weird, a little up and down. If I tell anybody my situation, try to get with a chick or a girl, anything like that, some bitches that really like me, and because of how I am, some bitches will still stick. Some women will still stick around. Some women will still stick around, even though I have that there. Okay, they want me for me. The minute that I change up who I am for them, though, I could have a bad week, be stressed out, can't see you, something came up, my family comes first, a bill, I'm broke. There could be any amount of reasons in the world where in that week, that day, in that moment where you reached for me, I was not the same person. I can change. I can make that up, though. That's not who I am. But in that moment, when I'm at my lowest, weakest, and I'm not me, for you not to recognize that I'm not me, that means you're not the person that should be there neither. And that's why the person that's there is there. She can always recognize when I'm off balance, something's wrong, even if it's about another woman. Go figure. But I never get judged on it. I never get stabbed up for it, called names for it, belittled. I get a little bit of a cold heart. I get a little bit of a back turn, but that's warranted, because who wants to know that you care or love for anybody else but them? But it's really something else when you're allowed to say, I understand. I understand that, your brain's in a different place. You're a different person. I understand. But the love is there. I'm still there. When I'm not there, I'm still there. And if you don't feel like when that person's not here, she's here, then she's never here.
It feels more like, it doesn't feel like, it feel like it's more of like a job.
Yeah, nah, see?
Because even like, for my situation, it's like, oh, it sounds like you're trying to change the mold and change the whole operation. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean an operation? This is a relationship. This is not a fucking organization. This is not like a corporate job I gotta punch in and punch out. This is my motherfucking life with you. And if you're seeing it as like some type of operation and I'm breaking the mold because I just want you to change, I'm not even asking you to change, I just say tone it down with this aspect of yourself, and you make it a whole fucking hour and a half thing.
Nigga.
What?
Look, I'm gonna give you the person that I encounter when she overdrinks.
She's a drinker too.
I'm just gonna say this though. And this is the nicest way possible to put it. She's too loud and she oversteps boundaries sometimes. So she'll say something where I believe she has no place in saying it. I believe that. I'm like, or the worst will be like we're watching sports and something will happen and it's yeah like a Spartan in my fucking ear.
Like
I'm like,
Kratos.
yo, ta,
God of War level.
That's but those see those little annoying
Yep.
things. Now, at the same time where those little things bother the shit out of me and I think should be out of place, when she's ripping one of my friends for some stupid shit that he did, and I'm looking at her like, oh my god, you're going too hard though. The nigga will sit there and it's not because of the respect for me. It's because it's the truth. He sit there, I know, I understand. And in that moment I gotta be
Right?
like, damn, she's getting, this is her.
Yeah, that's her personality. It's who she is.
It's who she is, dude. I gotta accept it or not. That's it. If it,
And you continually allow it to happen.
But I will not lie. She has dumbed it down 450 million levels to the point where I was afraid of ever going out with her to a bar, to a space. I was afraid to ever bring her out. I was afraid. Now I'm not like that. Now because she knows when we go out, the seriousness of how my emotions are towards, I don't want to look like a fool. I don't want her to look like a fool. And I don't want to argue with you over you being too much. Just tone it down a little bit, and she has, and that's where I have to take enlightenment and be like, "Yo, she listens. She's not the best.
No,
She still,
but she's reasonable.
But she's fucking reasonable."
Yes, it's like, okay, she got it. She understands. She conformed because she cares about you and wants to make sure everything is working. Like, for me, it's like there's a little thing. It becomes like a whole thing where like It's like I'm attacking who she is. It's like I'm not attacking who you are. I wouldn't be with. The reason I'm with you is because of who you are.
Exactly.
That's like I wouldn't be here this long with you if I didn't want to be with you. I would have. I would have left you at the Berkshires back in December when I only barely knew you for 2 months. If I didn't want to be with you, after I told you, like like my situation back then, like, hey, I want to move like this. This is how I'm gonna move, and blah blah blah. And
Yeah, explain to you who I was.
yeah, and she never even addressed it. She never even brought it up. I would figure like, okay, I'm letting you know this is how I want to move forward. And it was like nothing. We just fucking playing R&B songs all the way on the 2.5 drive, the car ride home. Like I'm expecting you, like at some point to like still address that. Mm-hmm. Like let's talk about it. Like if you didn't like if you really honestly didn't like what I said then, why the fuck are you like trying to say like, oh, why wasn't this brought up back then? It was brought up in the first 2 months of me fucking knowing you.
I mean, not only that, like, you know me by now.
That's like, you know how I am today. You know me. Like, you know who I am as a person.
Like, you know me.
Oh, why you being oversensitive? I'm a sensitive ass nigga. Why you with a sensitive ass nigga then? If that's the problem. If I'm sensitive and I live with my parents and I'm not the fucking man. I'm like weird and all this shit. Then why the fuck you with me? Why are you with me then? Because you know what? You're probably enjoying all the luxuries and not paying for shit. Me going over the fucking bridge to Jersey.
Now you're going hard, though. Now you're going hard. I gotta bleep half this shit out.
Nope, we ain't bleeping none of this shit out. We're gonna let this shit be known. And fuck that noise. I'm at, because it's like now it's like I'm at that, you know what?
Nah, you're upset. You're upset.
Fuck it.
Yo, and
I hate feeling like I'm the one that's like fucking I feel like the fuck up when I'm really not.
Oh no, women are good at that though.
No, they're very good at that. I sensed it last night.
Women are good at that. I mean, the way you just addressed me outside, I told you, it got me a little cringy because y'all were two in a setting and you just said, yo, babe, I need you to do me a solid. That's what you basically asked her. I need you to do me a favor. Just, you know what I mean? Don't talk to me like that.
And not even don't talk to me like that. It's just like, can you just tone it down with that? Like, don't like, it just feels like at certain moments it comes out fucked up. Like, it just comes out a little fucked up to me, and I just don't appreciate that. Why did it have to be, why did it have to be like references to like your fucking family and a whole hour and a half conversation? All you had to do to avoid all that fucking talking was just go, all right, I'll just tone it down a bit.
Yeah, because even there's time and place to talk about things. And I learned that too because I'm the type of person where if it bothers me, I'm going to wear it on my face. So let me just talk to you real quick, right?
It's known to it, like.
But it's time and place for shit because there's been times where I try to address something and I'll get, okay. But with the eye.
Yeah, like.
all right, I got you. We're gonna talk about this shit later though. But at least she got the fucking. She's reasonable to be like, I'm not gonna feed into your negative energy right now. You're upset. You're mad. I'm not gonna give you that because we're in a setting. But I'm gonna say okay and act like I agree with you, and we're gonna talk about this later. That's how you're supposed to. You can't have two people in a relationship that are both the same way. You can't unless they like. I don't even think there's two like a gay relationship that both of them are extra sensitive, or both of them are manly, or both of them are the same. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
You really don't want to be with
You
somebody
don't want
who's
to be with
exactly
somebody
like
that's
you.
exactly the same like you, because then you get into an argument. Imagine they're sensitive and you're sensitive. And I'm
Like-
like,
I hate like that's why I'm. You know, like I'm actually like, because he's totally opposite of me.
she's tough.
She's very
She's
tough
tough.
skinned. I told her like you're very
then-
headstrong. You got backbone. You have a way stronger backbone than me. You got a probably bigger dick than me too.
How hard is being, where's the fine line of being tough though? Like, because I hear that a lot from older families, and I see it from myself. The women are grandma's always tough skin. You know what I'm saying? She may come off as sweet and all that, but she's fucking mean.
You see my grandma.
She's tough, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, the older women, women who are older in age up there, they're very tough. Like, and I'm not saying you 25-year-old, 30 women aren't tough.
And look, I know some 45-year-old girls and some 22-year-old women.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but I just see, like, based on how they're raised, your skin is just a little bit thicker. But there's still something that can be learned. You being sensitive, maybe you can give that to her. She can get a little bit more sensitivity in her life and understand that she has the power to control not how people react towards her, but how she feels towards them. She has the power to how she feels towards them. And then, same way, you like her for her toughness for a reason. Because that's an area in which you lack.
Yes, I told her it's like.
So you
told her.
you love that from her because it gives you want to be as her equal. So when you're trying to be your other's equal, those traits that they have, it's not that you're trying to be like them, but you want to be able to at least understand them. Because, when I go off the handle, it's not the same way as her going off. I'm hard to control. I'm off the hinge, right? Her off the handle is different. I can learn from that. I can learn. All right, let me think about this a little bit more. She would think about this a little bit more. Let me think about this a little bit more. And I only use her as a counterpart because for the past 3-4 years, it's probably been the closest person in my life that I've been to expose my emotions. Been there when I cheated. Been there when I've done shady shit. Been there when my friends fucked me over. Been there when my sister died. Been there my best friend died. Been there when my uncle died. She's been there with me for so long that I can see that the things that I've gone through have changed her. And the things that she's gone through have changed me towards one another. We're so open to the way we have love for one another that if we're not in love, it's okay. If I'm not in love with her, and that's my truth, it's okay. Because I still do things to show I'm always going to love you, have your back, and it's never going to be different. But being in love, I can't force. And that's something that I admit to. And that's something that your counterpart, for all you guys out there, for all you relationships out there, if you can't admit to you being in love with that person or you not being in love with that person, you're not loving that person the right way.
We never even said the L word to each other.
You don't love each other? Do you love her?
I really care about her, but my ignorance prevents me from loving her. Like, there's a part of me that's like, and the moment I say that I love
This
you,
shit's real.
yeah, it's like the moment that this is my therapist right here, Gilly. So
I'm learning with you though.
so it's like the moment that I say I love you, that it's over.
Oh, that's a fear.
Because then the barrier's down. My heart has to be open, and it's like any little thing that I do and any little thing that she does is gonna instantly fuck me up. It could be as simple as I'm not getting a text that day from her. I'm gonna feel some type of way. There's been moments where we don't text for 3 days straight, and we're fucking cool. And even to me, that still feels kind of weird.
Yeah,
It'll be like I'll be like good morning, and then I'll get a fucking text like a day and a half later, like. Or whatever. Oh, hi, how you doing?
Nah, you don't. There's certain red flags
The red flags has always been there. It's just it's like especially after last night and then me experience RIP to James after me
We're gonna
trying
get
to
into that.
we'll get into that a little bit, but you'll
We
find out
get.
why. But after that whole experience on Friday,
You had a life changing experience,
yeah,
and it made
yeah,
you just
and it just
nigga.
made me very emotional. And made me truly reevaluate where I stand, not only with her, but how I am with like everything with myself.
Rich, you went through this with fucking Josh. Rest in peace, Josh.
Just
You had a revelation that down, and you called me, and you fucking breaking down. You was like, "Yo,"
hmm,
and now you're getting another. You're getting another light, and you're looking at it, and don't take the signals and signs for granted. The biggest decision maker is gonna be your heart, though. Like you need to stop. You're yo-yoing with your heart, essentially.
yes,
If that makes any sense. The yo-yo guy's yo-yoing with his heart. You
up and
you're when you're
down, left
up,
and
when
right.
you're up, you like it,
So
and then you
sleep for a
go,
little bit. It'll be good for a while, but eventually the yo-yo has to come back up.
and that's where you're at now. The up is
Like,
sucky, and the down is where you
like
want to be sleeping.
it's like I don't want to throw it. I don't want to get the yo-yo back into a sleeper. I don't feel like doing tricks.
But at that point, that's when you got to retire the yo-yo. And this is
No, or get a whole nother yo-yo like I did actually yesterday. I bought a brand new yo-yo from Australia.
let's take a stale bit. But
37 bucks. Shout out to Brandon Vu for that shit. The offset yo-yos. I love the yo-yos.
when it comes down to it, man, I think just the bigger picture is you got to know when something's done.
There's certain revelations and certain epiphanies I've been having. Not and it's not only this is even before with Josh RIP, even with like the my the situation I had on Friday. It's like it's sitting in the back of my head like a sarcophagus in an Egyptian tomb, and it's like finally a part of me is just like slowly going through all the traps like Indiana Jones and figuring out like how do I get to the center and find the meaning of like I'm finding the Ark of the Covenant, like all the answers I've been looking for, going finding clues on the wall and shit with my relationship and how I'm evaluating like how I want the rest of my life to be. And it's like look, I have no malice. I have no hate.
No, you're
I
not
don't have
speaking
no
from that
resentment.
point.
I'm speaking from a point of like truly understanding myself and
Mm-hmm.
like trying to see the reflection in the mirror and hopefully trying to see her. But it's like honestly, it's very blurry. It's like in the shower when it's like steamy on the mirror. It's like it's very blurry.
Well, closed mouth don't get fed, and
Scare my ill, make no money either.
but I can only express myself so many times on how I would like things. If there is no, if the only reason that I can't have my way, and I mean that, and I mean that in the most like altruist way. Like I don't mean like I I need you to fuck me every day, and I need a home cooked meal every
Like
day, and I mean
like
we're
even
not even talking about
yeah,
that.
even I don't need that every day. I don't even need that every month. I just
What?
need it like on like very few occasions. It's like okay, if we're having like a great time and we enjoy each other's company. I'm not a sexual deviant. I don't need it 7 days a week. I
I mean,
barely even need it. I like
I would
barely
like
a
a
few.
blowjob a day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't mean I get it. I don't get it.
No, it's like it's not he's
But
getting
if you're
it.
asking,
Oh, I mean, I don't want to be rude. You give me the text, I'm gonna pull up.
and I ain't mean, soon as you get out that shower from work, I'm eating that fucking pussy down to the asshole for the next hour. You fine. But I would like a blowjob a day.
Exactly. He's like I'm like because I'm so hyper focused on like so many other things that I was never raised like on the whole like being like a womanizer or constantly needing sex like a lot because there was certain periods like I look back it's like damn I've been for X amount of years without sex
And
and
I
it's
think
like
I'm in a
I
bad
got
place in my life, though.
I got the comfortability of not wanting to have sex and just enjoying the company.
I'm in a dark place in my life though. Like no, all jokes aside, like I'm 33. I'm 33. Yeah, I'm 33. Uh I'm in I'm in like my sexual prime, bro. Like I'm in my sexual prime, and you know, I have to be responsible because yeah, where I'm at and I'm around a lot of people. It doesn't take much Yo, it don't take much to show interest in a person, and that's all people really like nowadays. You know, you show a little bit of interest, especially in person. You show some interest to them. Maybe you DM them after you saw them in person. You say, "Oh, and I'm not saying everything is easy, but if I swing the bat 10 times, I'm hitting six. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with 60%. I'm cool, but I don't swing the bat at all for that reason. Cause I look at the playing field, bro, and the women that are younger, they want to turn men into simps. The women that are younger, they don't cook. They don't do anything to make me want to be a simp for you besides have a bad body, and that's kind of fickle too, you know. And then the women that are older, they kind of want a man that is more established. They want the dude with the house, the apartment, the car, they want that already there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you find the older woman that just want dick. And even that, if you just want to be giving dick to somebody, there is a field for that, a play too. Me, I look at the playing field being, I'm just like, it's hard. I'm 33 and it's hard. It's hard
Shit,
sometimes
I'm
when
I'm
it's
34.
fucking, but it's hard sometimes at fucking 12, 1 at night. 12, 1 at night when I'm sitting there half drunk and my phone is pinging with DMs from females or messages from women. It's hard. It's hard to decline them
Yeah.
and tell them no or tell them no, I can't do it. Or,
No.
oh, I hope you're having a
Hey,
good
look,
time.
it's harder for me when I'm the one that's like, same thing. It would be 12, 1 o'clock.
But you ain't a sexual deviant, and
but-
that's the thing. That's why it's like, I got options. You don't really care about 'em.
But it's like there'll be times where it's like, oh, I think I'm having a good time, you know, with like any girl, and it's like, damn, I ain't getting no ads, and it's like I have a whole, GF, and it's like I don't even know if she even finds me attractive anymore, and I'm sitting there like beating my dick. It's like I'm literally sitting here beating my dick, and I got a whole fucking GF right now that's up, and this my dick in my hand could literally have a pussy or a mouth on it right now.
Yeah, and those are the wicked games of the West mind, bro. Because we just started this conversation about being a cheater. That right there, if you don't walk away from your situation, you will eventually cheat. I don't want to hear that you won't, because what's the point of being unhappy, satisfied, jerking your own dick off when there's a whole world that do it for you? What is the point? And it just, it only takes a moment, my nigga.
Yep.
It only takes being in a
that's-
play. The way you go out to shows, the way you party. Don't be surprised one day, nigga, some chick tries to throw you in a closet and fucking put it on you.
Dude.
And because of your stress, your frustration, you're just like, we here.
Dude,
Yo, Gil, watch the door.
I don't know about that part. Dude, I literally went to like a networking event back in like June. I was
Okay.
literally just sitting at the bar, minding my business, getting a Jack and Coke. Just yo-yoing sitting there.
And then this chick wanted to jack you off.
No, well, let me get to that part. But
And that
Dude.
part.
she was like sitting right across because it was like a stool set right here and then another stool set right here, so it's like straight through. So I'm just sitting there, interacting with people, blah blah blah, showing a few tricks there, and then there's just like this girl just like staring at me, and I'm ordering my drink, and she goes, "Oh, I got him." She bought me a drink.
Really?
And we just had a conversation. We started talking about like, life, and she's like up and coming model. She's been doing all these mixers and stuff. She does hosting parties and stuff. And out of nowhere, she goes like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back to my place. It's 3 blocks away. Mind you, this is like on West Side 32nd Street. I'm going back to my place. Do you want to come with me?"
Yeah, you're a better man than me.
I'm like, I gotta get ready for work tomorrow.
Nope. Better man than me. Better man than me. You know why? Because I like my dick. Don't get me wrong. I don't like putting my dick in anything. I tell you. And then like I feel like since I'm 33, I got like creatine sperm. Like if I fuck something, they'll just wind up pregnant. I could put 4 condoms on and shit. Put 4 condoms on and shit. Bitches just wind up pregnant.
Fucking stupid.
I come in her eye and she'll wind up pregnant. I'm like,
eye's
hey,
pregnant?
they swim through there.
Like, boom, it's just like,
So when it comes to like, I am I am an anarchist. Uh, if the vibe was right, if she was a nice person, and I didn't get no Killer Sally vibe from her, yeah, hell yeah. Especially if I would have had another person with me. Like if it was you and me, and I got offered to go to a girl spot, you coming with me? Hell yeah, I feel even more comfortable because now if she, what, she gonna take both of us out, nigga? What, she gonna fuck both of us, nigga? But that's my point. I don't believe that she will, and that's why I'm an anarchist. Cause I would have went to her house. I would have chilled. She probably had a fucking pound of weed. She probably would have had liquor. She probably would have had all this, that, and third. Fuck, I might have fucking been late for work tomorrow. But I would have chilled with her just because that's how I am. I want to see what she was gonna do. Or what if you walk in and she got a stripper pole and she just starts dancing? Oh yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do for a hobby. You'd be like, okay. Maybe she didn't want to fuck neither. You know what I mean? Like not
Just
not
wanted to
every
just
encounter
chill.
got to be sexual.
No.
But we're human beings and we're allowed to encounter one another. And for you women or you men that aren't fucking your other, treating your other properly, being understanding of your other, do not be hesitating to expect not to be cheated on. Because when you don't eat the pussy, somebody else will. And when you don't suck the dick, somebody else will. And when you don't take care of her heart or his heart, somebody else will. So just expect it. If you ain't doing your job, somebody else will. It's common sense.
But well, anyways, other than that, I had a great week.
I mean, your week started off a little crazy though. Friday, I'm at work. I got a crazy phone call from you and at work, fucking bathroom. You went through some traumatic shit.
Yeah, I don't want. I honestly don't want to go
No, we'll go
too
too
deep.
deep.
But it's like, yeah, something very, very, very crazy happened that it got to a point where I'm literally crying in the bathroom for like almost an hour. I had to reset myself for like 2 hours after I was crying for an hour. And for some reason, I was compulsed to call you about it. It's like, I didn't think of my dad, mom, girl, nothing. It was just like, for some reason, I just had to call you. And I was like,
I
I think
appreciate you.
I knew you were the only one in my head that was like, he's probably free because, he drives a truck and he's usually on his phone, probably talking to somebody in the
Yeah, the
world.
worst thing they could have did was give me ear pods. I never miss a conversation though.
So I was like, fuck it. Let me just talk to him. And it did set me right back down to earth after because, because literally, like, I just got my composure back like 5 minutes afterwards because everything that happened, I was literally waiting for roll call, like to have like our meeting, like where we were gonna be posting, blah blah blah, and then all this shit happened 5 minutes before that, and it fucked me up because it's like I'm not. It's like it's different seeing death because I worked in a morgue for a while. Like there's a morgue in our hospital, so I'm used to seeing like dead bodies like in bags or sheets and shit like that. That don't bother me, but it's a different hit when
You see life leave someone.
life leaves somebody. You're seeing somebody dying in real time in front of you. It hits you different, and it really, really fucked me up that day. And like I'll tell you, even for the following day, no, not the following day, that Friday. When I was going out that evening, I went to Jerome
Yeah, you had
Lamar's.
yep.
I went to Jerome Lamar's event. I had Yulita with me. I picked her up. Like she drove her car to my in front of my house, and we drove together down there. My girl was gonna meet me down by the Lower East Side, and I told her everything too, like how fucked up my day was, and she kept it real just as you kept it real with me during that conversation.
Yeah.
Like this shit happens. You was just the dude that had to witness it.
Yeah, it's the truth. It shit happens, and you know, big rest in peace to that gentleman. And a big condolences to his family. Blessings, regardless of what kind of. And that's the crazy part about it, B. We could be giving praises to somebody who was a fucking serial rapist and shit, and fucking in other countries and all this shit. We could be giving praises to somebody who's a murderer. We could be giving That's the crazy part about when somebody dies.
My sister's giving me hand signs like I can't see her right now.
I thought you stopped cripping, nigga.
Why you wearing my
Throwing up
shirt?
gang signs?
Oh, this outfit is sponsored by Richard Picasso.
Really?
So you wearing my drawers too? Because that was deep in my drawers. That shirt.
No, because the fucking sweatpants you gave me had holes in both pockets.
Why do you have? Why
Oh,
you don't
you know,
throw those out? You
those are
gotta
my
throw, those are liability sweats.
no, those are my gym shorts.
Those
That's
are
why.
liability sweats.
Well, I'm gonna buy new gym shorts. So I got those.
Nah, well, so the pocket. You ever throw anything in your pocket? You asked out.
No, I got my hoodie. I have my hoodie has pockets.
I guess so. I don't like shit in my hoodie pockets. I don't like the
Oh,
foot
like a flat. Like mine has like a, like it stays like in place even if I like turn or like on the bench press, so it won't like slide out and shit.
No, I just don't like the way it feels to have a pouch.
Anyway, I'm going to get my feet done. Go see your grandmother.
What they doing to your feet?
Why, you want to put them in your mouth?
What they do to your feet? See what I'm saying? See what I'm
Yeah, see,
saying?
like, that's one thing we really bit like. I I even like kind of fuck with you a little bit. It's like, see, I try to invite your man, but your man was too scared to come out to this LGBT fun event.
I was working, man. I was working. Fucking.
Yo, she was looking good. I was like, damn, this Skilly could bag this right now. Now fuck with you.
Yeah, nah. Your leader's great. I saw the video you posted. I feel like you did that for me.
Yeah, I was like, look, I was
me.
like,
You posted this fucking picture up to her face.
you see
and then
the
she
boo little boo cup for
But
you.
she reminds me she's there. She's like, get the fuck out my face.
She posted that first. She thought that was funny. And then we redid a new one, and I got like some videos of like her vibing out. I was like, so it's for Gilly. She's doing like the blow the whistle. I was like, yeah, let me get this for Gil.
What I was saying to before though, you know, regardless of who a person was, there's a reason why, you know, people go to see other people die in like the electric chair. You know, there's a reason why, you know, after somebody's dies, it's hard to hate them when they're gone. You know, like regardless of who that person was, it's not what you do when you die. It's how you make people feel after that really determines what your life was.
Mm-hmm.
That whoever that man was gave you enough, like it put your mental in a space for you to look at what you find valuable or not. That's why I came in here today with this whole conversation of your chick and your situation, because that situation made you look at life like right in front of me. Right in front of me, it's showing me how fast it could be taken away. No matter what you were going to do or anybody going to do in that situation, that man was doomed for this faith.
Like, let's just say, while I was feeling his chest, it felt like broken glass in his chest
Yeah.
when I was trying to, do CPR.
Oh, you got that far? You got that far? Yeah, that's traumatizing. That's super traumatizing. You know, and then, but, you know, that's why it's good to have friends to call. You know, the right friends anyway. But also, it's good to have friends to have, because I wasn't gonna be with you Friday night unless you came to be with me, because I was shooting a video.
Yeah, you did tell
right?
me, like,
So,
hey, if
like,
you want, you could just come.
Regardless if
after.
maybe your girl wasn't the right person at the end of the night,
I know. I did tell her too, and she, she
embrace
tried,
you and all that.
like,
But did you feel it more when your leader did it?
yes.
And that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to prove to you. That I know your leader's learned you longer, but for your leader to be able to reach your heart better than your girlfriend can, that means that connection between your girlfriend isn't as strong as you assume it to be. And I know the relationship with your leader is longer, but the point of being with somebody in a relationship is being able to cram those 10 years that you've got with some other friend into 1-2 years with that person. Like, you're able to give them that, and they're able to understand that, because when you're with a friend, you're with a friend. You see each other when you see each other. When you're with a girl, assumingly, you would hope to be with her like 4 or 5 days of the week, unless you live with each other. So you guys are going to know each other in and out. For another person to be the person that when they embraced you, you felt more from it, that speaks volumes. Speaks volumes on your leader's part too, but it speaks volumes about how you truly feel about the situation. Like, that's why I said his death isn't in vain. His death was, regardless of what it was for his family to learn, his death, since you were the last person that he locked eyes with, was for you. He was telling you to learn something too. Without talking to you, without grabbing you, he just freak you the fuck out, because he died on you. Just freak you the fuck out. Freak you out enough to know don't waste no time in your goddamn life. Freak you out. That's what he
Yep.
did. He scared the living life out of you to want to live life. Like the bullshit shit that you're going through. You shouldn't go through bullshit with nobody. Life's too short.
And it's like, I'm honestly like not in a bragging sense, but it's like I have a very blessed life. Like, like I was just at a show Wednesday with you. Had a great fucking time. Good
Shout out
crowd.
to Spider
Yeah,
Cuz.
Spider Cuz crazy ass. Oh my god.
Shout out to Spider
He
Cuz.
gave me a dope ass cosign with his whole fuck Batman mantra.
Yeah, I got him hit.
He was fucked up. He sounded like Gilly in a costume. I wonder what race he is. He gotta be black.
Nope. I don't think so. Me and Lisa was talking about it. He ain't black, nigga. And she was like, he don't sound like a black dude. He sounds like he's Spanish. He sounds like he's Spanish, she said, so. And then I was watching the Vice. You saw him on Vice?
He was on Vice?
Yeah, he's on Vice.
Damn, that nigga's fucking.
He was on Vice.
He was. I just saw him recently on a podcast too, like doing the whole R.I.P. Uncle Ben type shit. I didn't know that nigga was on.
Yeah,
Vice.
look, he got a 751,000 views 1 year ago.
Oh, it was about a year ago. Okay.
He talks about
Oh, so he's very, very popular.
Talking shit, newest superhero.
Oh,
But he don't sound, he don't sound like a black man. He don't sound, his demeanor when he's actually talking to the camera and I know we was in a bar setting, so I couldn't really but when Lisa was pointing it out to me, she was like, really listen to him. And I was like, he does. And then he says he's from the Bronx. I was like, that nigga's probably Puerto Rican.
oh,
or
you say he's
black.
from Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn? Oh, yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, he's probably Puerto Rican or black somewhere. He's probably some little bit of everything. He might even be light skinned.
But then again, you know what? Like,
Might he be Spanish?
I heard like a little 6'9"ish.
He might be Spanish. That's what I'm saying. He might be
Even
light
6'9", because 6'9" has that same cadence when he talks too. Like we outside.
The only black dude that had that was like DMX.
Yep. And that nigga's from Yonkers. But yeah, and it's like he fucked with us. He embraced you too. He embraced me. He embraced homie Two-Line. Shout out to homie Two-Line. It was
the two line.
a fucking dope. Like man, he was really dope. Like his vibes were dope. And like I told him about, hey, I want to shoot a quick video. He's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like
Because he
he was a sub. He met people taking pictures in.
nigga knows the game though. He knows the game. The more he takes pictures, the more he does it, the more he gets followers. He knows the game. And at the end of the day, nigga, you wearing a fucking Spider-Man costume. Your job is the same job like the niggas on Times Square. Take pictures with motherfuckers and let them engage with you. You're using the likeness of a superhero that all kids love, every adult loves. Like, if you don't like Spider-Man, you're fucking weird. Like, you're using the cadence and the likeness of that guy. Yeah, you gotta let all these motherfuckers engage with you. You gotta let everybody take pictures, laugh with you. You gotta, because you're using the likeness of that. You know, the only problem is, he may never, ever, 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 and this is no knock on you, Spider Cuz, don't beat me up. But he may never, ever have a true identity for himself. Even if he comes out that costume, he might always just be known as that. And that might be cool, because if you're making millions of dollars, hey, I'll be mankind for life. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking wear the mask, I don't give a fuck. But
then you could be Dude Love.
But what if you can't though?
Or Mick Foley.
What if you can't though? What if you can't though, nigga? We all know him for the mask. Can he be anything else?
I mean, he was everything else.
If he takes that shit off, what's he gonna say? Who's he gonna tell to suck my dick?
But there's a difference between the wrestling aspect and then social media.
When 69 says suck my dick, people get mad. If this dude takes that mask off and runs around and starts saying suck my dick, it's not gonna work.
You almost sound like it might be you.
I did it on purpose. It's not gonna work though. It's not gonna work. He can't come out with that same character. Fuck Batman. Once that mask comes off, that persona's dead. He needs to switch it up and put it somewhere else. Unless he's really that good at being him. Unless
that nigga's on Vice and shit.
Unless he's really that good at being
I know that nigga got paid that night for just hosting.
Oh, of course. Nigga, he gets paid anytime he comes out. He don't come out. He gets paid anytime he comes out,
Yep.
even if it's $200-$300. He gets paid
Yeah,
anytime he
he's
comes
paid.
out.
So that's
And
his
that's
life.
not-
This is his livelihood.
and that's probably not his only show for the night.
No,
He
going
probably
somewhere
got
else.
like 2-3 more. This what he does. He dresses up like like. I'm not knocking you, nigga. It's the genius idea in the world. You're getting paid to be a big kid. To essentially be a big kid. It's fucking awesome.
Spider-Man and Tim's and repping Woo. Like, what the fuck?
It's crazy, yo.
And then, you know, I had an even more fun event on Friday. I went to my boy Jerome Lamar. Shout out to Jerome Lamar, the style monk. I love that dude, man. Like, I've known him for years. He's used to work with like Kimora Lee Simmons. He's done fashion designs for Beyonce,
Okay.
Rihanna.
Okay.
He's been featured on New York Times, Vogue. He does like fashion runway shows. He's on this series on Fuse TV called Upcycle Nation. Like, he's been like, especially the past 7 years, really building a name for himself. And he's from the Bronx, and it's very beautiful to like know, just to like know and be in his presence. You know, even from back then when I remember when he had his own spot, like with the 531 Realm, which is his line, and to just like
Clothing line?
Yeah, it's his own like line, like clothing, like fashion line called 531 Realm.
Shout it out.
Because he was born May 31st.
Okay, so it took the date of his genesis.
Yeah,
Good shit.
which I thought that was genius. I didn't think about it. I was like, damn, I could have done something like 3-6, like the 3-6.
Your next album.
That's what 3-6. Then he had an event down near Ludlow Street in Delancey.
Okay.
It's called the place called the DNL.
Okay.
Which is Delancey and Ludlow. Mm-hmm. But it's beautiful in there, like nice chandelier,
Gallery, right?
gallery looking bar type setup, and upstairs is like the party area. No, like around 360 bar.
That's fucking awesome.
You know, and it had like the VIP area with the disco
is
ball.
that in your video?
It's like different videos. It's like I made like I think like 9 or 10 videos. You swipe right and shit.
With the pictures, right?
Yeah, with the pictures. Like that's Jerome Lamar, fucking looking incredible. Oh, that was me in the bathroom doing the challenge for World Star. Like, your leader filmed that.
Love you, yo, leader. My bad. I say your name and I stutter. My heart skips a beat.
You thought you... Hey, don't let your girlfriend keep you from your soulmate, nigga.
I'd like to think me and my other got a mutual understanding. Like I said, like I'm not in love, nigga. Yo, son,
there's more.
no lie. I know, but no lie. This is just the truth, and it's not. If I think I'll know when I'm in love with somebody, and I don't think it's gonna be like I don't think it has to be being with somebody for like dating somebody for 3 or 4 months. I don't think it has to be like that. I think you just truly know. Like, I know it's sappy. I know it's being sappy, whatever. But I really believe in fairy tale love.
I do too.
And that's probably the most sappiest part about
corniest
shit about me is probably how I believe in falling in love. I believe that you fall in love and you just know. You just know from the moment that you first talk with that person and you locked eyes with them and you engaged with them, you just know. You just like I'm in love with you. You just know. That's what I think being in love is. I don't think it's something that you build. You work up to it.
Like it should be like right there. I love you. You love me.
Right
And we already know where we're gonna build the moment we see each other.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, and I do believe in timing too, because certain things aren't meant to be right now. Certain things can't be right now because of whatever situations. But I do believe that when two people are meant to be together genuinely, and they find one another, they are inseparable. I don't believe nothing can come between them. That's what I think being in love is. When you meet your soulmate that you're supposed to have in life, when you finally meet them, and you don't ever let them go. That's what I think being in love is. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's why I say, like, I could be with every relation, whatever, wherever I am. I'm not in love with none of these people. So they all leave a liability fucking with me. Fucking with me knowing I'm not in love, you're taking the chance. I didn't lie to you. I'm not telling you I love, like, I tell you I love you, but I'm in love with you. I'm telling you, honestly, I don't know what being in love is. Like, I don't know what being in love with a person is. This is my fairy tale. That's what I think. You just see him and you know, but I don't know what it is. So as long as I'm honest with that fact, no matter who I fuck with, they can't hold nothing against me. This is my situation. I'm not in love with you, but we could chill. Feel me? We can get to know each other. But just even that, you know, those right there, I don't mind building with somebody. But being in love, I just think, you know, is different. I think it's when you're on the other side of the world and you're like, oh my God, I got to get back to them.
Yes.
That's what I think being in love
like
is.
that movie, you like,
Yeah.
and then you the camera pans like, oh my God, I gotta go.
That's-
Run into the airport, trying to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe that shit. Like, you're gonna go move over there. I'm gonna go move over here, and then the next week we're like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck? Come back over here. We're like, what are you doing? You should have never even left me.
Mhm.
But that's what I think being in love is truly.
True that.
Truly. That's why. Oh, it's my girl. She got such a face that it could be so nice, but it could be like, so get the fuck out of here. I'm just playing. She's not really my girlfriend. I don't want to get shot. Can't be claiming women that aren't yours nowadays.
Nah.
My bad, Yolita.
Hey, you never know. Speaking of existence, you never know.
Whatever
All right,
you want,
you already looked at that like 10
whatever
times.
you want, you go. Yeah, but look what the next one is. I'd rather look at that 10 times than look at this. Alright,
That dude was awesome. I ain't gonna lie.
Alright, my nigga, kill it. I think I seen you in Main Street before.
His name is Kev.
Like physics.
Don't throw his name in there. But he was killing it. He was a very nice dude.
That's another dude?
Yeah, I know him. Like personally through the music stuff. Like he's a fashion like dude too. He had like these sequin Pepsi cans on his head. That shit. I thought that shit was fire.
Yeah, son, you wanted me to go to this, huh?
Yo, I mean, it's not like my girl was just lit.
She's adorable, though.
She got two drinks.
She's adorable, though.
2 drinks.
Yeah, nigga, that's where you take your girl and take her in the closet somewhere. Like, yo, baby,
I don't
come
know
over.
about that. I don't know about the closet there.
Yeah,
That's
right?
a different vibe over there. You're like, oh my bad, I didn't know I was here. That's Jerome Lamar. I was trying to give him like some props. I was out with you the best.
That look like Todd Flows in the background.
I'm serious.
That's your leader. Yeah, that was fucking dope. I love those vibes, man.
Glad to see you have fun, my ninja.
So that was Friday, and then
Glad to see you have fun.
last night, if you see the IG story, that was me at Crackhead Barney show. Oh my god, that was the show of shows. That's me under the disco ball going off. That was a perfect disco ball too.
Nigga said Crackhead Barney. What a name. Crackhead Barney.
Oh,
I just
Life
started
from
watching the
Karuchi.
documentary, the Barney documentary. I Hate You, I Love You. Yeah, I just started watching it.
Oh, that was great.
Why Barney's whole legacy disappeared.
That's why I ate last night. Dumpling Man. That place is pretty good. Yeah,
Eat
that's.
my dumplings.
Oh, there you go.
This bitch is crazy. I mean that respectfully. I mean that respectfully, but you named yourself Crackhead Barney, so you know what was gonna come.
IG Bum was there.
That's how it was? That's how the spot was?
Yeah, it's like a little theater. Oh,
Nigga sitting there with no fucking shirt. Oh, look what this.
yeah, he's very popular. I lied.
Does he know he can monetize reels yet?
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does? All right.
He got his IG hacked. He had like almost 40,000 followers. He got hacked. That bitch was crazy too. Oh, that's me going off. It was cold in there, so I had my jacket on.
Nigga, it look like you a hop, step, skip, and jump away from being outside.
I was ready to go outside. Oh yeah, I just reposted his shit. Well, he tagged me and put some shit. Oh, that's the lounge I was at yesterday. That shit was lit after the show. Oh, Crush was there with his girl. I met his girl for the first time.
How is she?
Like,
Sweetheart?
she was a little
Shy?
ratchet.
Ratchet? Oh, well, it's
But
Crush.
she's openly admitted ratchet. Like,
Nah, it's Crush.
but she was cool. She was cool.
You know what I'm looking at?
I know what you're looking at. Oh yeah, that dude brung like a fucking
Mannequin.
mannequin shit. Oh yeah, I was happy because I crossed over to 8,900, so I'm close to 9,000 now. I'm about to post some shit a little probably later tomorrow.
Fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like going back from like when we first talked, my life is great overall. Like I just do so many things, and it's just fucking awesome.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like your life is great, but I don't know. It could be better.
Yes,
It could
that's
be better.
better.
And some easy like getting love and affection and having understanding from your partner. It shouldn't be difficult. If that's a difficult part of your life and everything else is pretty smooth, you gotta change that because it's like it's not that I'm dependent on you to give me these things, but at the same time,
That's one thing too. Like
I'm not dependent on you.
I expect it's like look like in my head it's like, and this is gonna sound a little fucked up. It's like if I would have never get like a call or a text back again, I'll be all right.
Oh, really?
Honestly, because I sat down with this for a while, and it's like I saw some shit from Steve Harvey, ironically, like on Family Feud. It's like if this person just randomly was to never call or hit you up again, you hung out with them all yesterday, had a fucking blast, and
Okay.
then out of nowhere, the following day, you don't get a call, you don't get a text, you don't get nothing from them. How would you feel? And I sat with that, and it's like I would probably be just fine. I'll be sad probably for like a good day or two, but then it's just like, all right, I'm okay. Because it was never really in the beginning a necessity. I don't never want to make people feel like I need them because
I probably agree with you more.
because once the moment I feel like I need you, then it's like there's certain dependency if you ever like leave or anything that you do. It's like I gotta latch on, like and
But you don't have to though.
It's like, but it will feel like I need them when I actually don't. My brain will be warped like that, where it will be like, oh, I need you.
Yeah,
I have a very addict. But if I really like it, I'm addicted to it. Like
Yeah,
it'll
you
be
got
more addicted than
addictive
yo-yos.
personality.
It'll be more addicted than yo-yos to me.
You got an addictive personality. I can totally understand that. But having dependability in a person, that's like standing on the ward-off on the top of it. Just expect a long fall. You can never, ever, ever depend on a person to be responsible for your emotions or be there for you. Like, I think that's why I become so cold towards the world and people be like, you never call me, you never hit me up, you never want to hang out with me. It's not personal. I just don't want to I don't want to hang out.
No.
What? There's nothing I don't feel nothing to do.
That's how I feel. It's like
not personal.
oh, it's like I just want to be by myself in my own world. Like if I just want to sit in bed all day, I just want to sit in bed
I
all
want to
day.
sit in bed all day. That's
It's like it's nothing personal against you. Oh, why we don't hang out, man? It's like we hung out. We hung out a few days ago. We don't gotta hang out every day. I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to relax and do nothing. Just sit in my bed, play games, eat, shit.
On Friday.
Be on Instagram all day.
On Friday, while you were partying, I was shooting a music video.
Yes.
So Thursday night, this is how real, like, I can't express enough how real it is to have a team.
Shout out to the team.
Like, yo, shout out to my nigga Physic who's taking a little bon voyage right now.
Miss that nigga.
So since today Sunday today's last day around.
Is his last day?
Yeah, Thursday. We've been partying since Thursday. So Thursday night, Wednesday night. We've been partying since Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday? Thursday. So Thursday night, Came over my crib. Mind you, this is my nigga. Nigga took a bus and a train to come chill. I don't know who does this anymore. Niggas don't take buses and trains to come chill. So niggas take a bus and a train to come chill, right? We in the studio. We went from like Two Line was like, yo, can I make some beats on the beat machine? I was like, here. I gave him a little rundown, basic tutorial. He's on his way. Me and this nigga playing the basketball game. Quest calls me up. Yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm in the crib. Come through and chill, cause physics leaving. So you know what I mean? Come, let's chill with the nigga for a little bit and shit. He's like, alright, no doubt. Quest comes over. So now it's Quest, Two Line, Physics, and once we could play around, we could be boys and play basketball and play video games. But when you put music heads in a studio and you have a place to record and you got beats, if those niggas are about it, expect some magic to happen. And that thought has not let me down since I've opened up my studio in my apartment. Anytime there's creators in the building, there is a 75 to 80% chance something will be created right there. Hence why I always got cameras ready to display everything, microphones always ready to hear everything. And that thought did not fail me, or it proved me right. I was like, yo, Silencer gave me like 15 beat catalog. You guys want to listen? And Quest gets kind of a little booty hurt because Quest be feeling like Silencer don't give the nigga any time or give the nigga any beats. And Silencer just loves making beats. If you want his time, go get him. Go get him or go tell him or ask him for his time, right? But Quest is always the type of nigga like, no, just send me beats to my style. Nigga, we're not talking about fuck. We're not paying the producer $1,000 to sit there and listen to our music and make us beats for our style. He makes beats. We figure out if we could style on them.
Yeah, that's how it should work. That's how it usually works. They producers come with like a beat catalog of like thousands of beats, and you just gotta fucking sit there and hear what you want.
Right? So
I want that one. Give me it.
So now we're in the studio, and I told Class, I said, don't be mad, nigga. Like he's like, nah, nigga, I'm not mad. And then
Yeah, you mad, nigga.
I know. I showed him the Silencer writes me a text message after he sends me all the beats. He says, "Yo, just make sure you listen through him with Quest. See if he likes him too." So Silencer did that. Look, like he did that with Notion. But I sent him a voice note. I said, "Nah, fuck that nigga. You get to listen to these beats."
Send your own shit.
Yeah.
You gave me this shit.
But still, I'm sitting there, right? And now I've been telling Physics for a minute. I said, "Yo, son, I think I'm gonna." I said, "What you think about me putting songs together?" Because I'm not lacking my ability. I'll bring it on the track. I'll freestyle, write, blah blah blah, whatever. But the difference between being just a rapper, right, and like wanting to be an artist. I want to be able to put my hands on things, just like my hands all over the 16 Decim, just like my hands all over anything me and Quest do, just like my hands all over this mixtape, that mixtape. I want to put my hands on things. I want to have my name, my notoriety on things. When you look at my shit, this is what I'm part of. And I was sitting there thinking about it. Once he gave me the beats, I was like, damn, this guy would sound good on this. This guy would sound good on this. Write a couple hooks here and here. Damn, somebody would sound good saying that, huh? And it's not that I won't say it good or I won't sound good or I'm intimidated by writing the verse. It has nothing to do with that. But come on, let's be honest. Songs, CDs, albums sound better when they're sonically connected. Like the Drake and Savage had a beautiful sonically connected fucking album. Right? Savage only got 15 minutes on it. Drake's all over it. Nobody can tell that, though. They call it a Savage and Drake album. It's a Savage and Drake album. And that's my point. That I could take a little bit from all these artists I know, the little dope things that they got about them, and try to put them into tracks. So while I'm sitting there playing the beats, Two Line is freestyling to every single beat. And Two Line, he's got a mean freestyle. He's got a mean bounce to him. Like... Like, yo, he got a mean by the second freestyle. Quest was sitting in my chair. I was sitting across from him. Two Line was standing up over Quest's shoulder. By the fucking second freestyle, all you see is Quest do this. Yo, look. Like, you ever saw those videos when Lil Baby comes in the studio and Drake is rapping?
Yep.
And Drake is all
Well,
nervous.
yeah.
And he goes, it's over 9,000! Yo, son, that was Quest. Quest was looking at this nigga like, oh, shit. And then all of a sudden, Quest looked at his phone and took him 2 minutes. He started hitting every beat, too. So now these niggas are going 16 for 16. Me and Physics just sitting there, I'm like, and I was like, y'all want to make a song together? Yo, it was 10 o'clock at night. I got work at 5 in the morning. I know what I'm asking for. These niggas don't leave the house till 2 in the fucking morning. I know what I'm asking for right now, but I could not miss out on the opportunity of what my studio was made for, and it was to capture moments like this. Yo, y'all want to do a track together? Yeah. I was like, all right, I think y'all sounded better on this beat, though. They both picked freestyles to the beat, wrote a hook. Nigga, even to the point where they did their shit and my man came over later, shout out to Jose Nova, and put a verse on it later. I didn't finish my night till 1 in the morning, came out with a dope song. Guess what happens the very next day? Shot the video.
That's how it should be.
That's the team. You say that's how it should be, nigga, but that will never happen unless you got money. Unless I'm able to pay for studio time, record it, get it mixed and mastered. Oh, shout out to Finster too, cause I got the song made in my studio, sent it to him to get mixed the same night, got it done. That's the team. You got somebody in West Bubblefuck, Florida mixing the shit. You got somebody with the camera. Yo, we were out there Friday night until I was out there till 11 o'clock at night, freezing. In fucking jackets, Astoria Park, trying to get this video done. And then Physic and Toulon go later on that night, take some shrooms, shoot another music video. They shot 2 music videos in less than 12 hours and got 1 edited. That's the team right there, nigga. Like,
You need a team like
that
that.
can't happen unless you got money. Unless you're able to call that videographer and hope he's available.
No,
Unless you're able to call your studio guy, hope he's available when you got the dope verse. Unless you're able to call these people and have money to sign these, it's not gonna happen. You need a team, and I saw that shit Friday, and it made me cry. You know, it made me cry that I'm never gonna have this again the way I had it. And I didn't take full advantage of it when I had, yes, we got our videos in, yes, we got our music in, yes, we had a good time. 2 CDs in, everything. But when I saw that, I was like, this could have been every night. This could have been every night where a song got done and a video got put out. Yo, when you get a team, hold your team dear to you and work hard for one another. I mean that. If you're good at something, do it the best you can do it to your ability for your team. Because I saw right then and there what I'm going to be missing over the next couple months. I saw right then and there. You know, we're good as a team, but we only do so much. He yo-yos, I rap. There's nothing where we really can help each other out there except for be there for one another.
Hey, I rap too, nigga.
I could get it for a cameo. Yeah, but I could get it for a cameo. But my point is that we don't really, there's nothing. If we wanted a video, we still got to go get somebody.
Yep.
That's my point.
Right.
We got all these cameras and we still got to go get somebody. That's my point. Like, when you got a team, love that team, appreciate that team, and work hard for that team. Because of that, things happen with your team. When you don't have to fucking necessarily depend on what your dollars do. You could depend on what another person does for you. It's a beautiful thing. And I witnessed it this weekend. And salute to my team, yo. Richard, Toulon, Silencer, Quest, Finster. Oh, yeah. Salute to my team, yo. Because y'all niggas do it. When we're in the room collectively, the energy is real. Nobody and nothing can stop us. And I see that shit. So salute to y'all, yo. Like, I look to make this winter a really good building one. You got to look at the back. Really good building one. You feel me? And come springtime,
we outside.
nigga. Yes, I know we've been way over an hour,
Yeah.
but let's welcome out on Thanksgiving.
All right.
Because I'm gonna let this out Thanksgiving week. They'll be able to hear from
All
you.
right, so I already said Thanksgiving this whole week, especially. I'm gonna try to do as much OT as I can.
Oh, before you do that, I want to show here. This was the work that we did on the weekend. Fucking great, yo. I don't know how we was out there in the freezing in the cold like that. My bad.
You had
I
drive.
look at my
You had
porn-
to.
my porn files.
Up. It's cold out,
It's cold out here.
but you working. And look, Queens.
Like that shit, right?
Queens in the house. Tell you, it's like done from Nas.
Yeah, like thunder.
Queens in the house. That's a hard beat. I love that. Beat from Dun. I love that beat from Nas. So Hit Boy
What you
did
doing
shit
for
on it.
Thanksgiving?
be alone. That's what I'm be.
After this podcast, he's gonna be alone.
No. Well, for now, but my sister ain't leaving until Tuesday, so she's gonna be here the next 2 days. But
Okay.
my parents left yesterday. Wished her goodbyes, but they're not coming back till everybody ain't coming back till next Tuesday.
I mean, I told you come be with me and my
Oh,
family.
Yeah, think you like
You said,
a
yeah.
friend of mine's did.
Yeah, like I got
That's all.
fucking.
That's just those two.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I don't know who your friend is, but I can.
It's my mom's friend and then my mother's other friend.
Oh, I could almost put money on it. They ain't cooking. They ain't cooking. What's going on in my fucking house, my nigga? Like, there's gonna be.
I'm at a house hop that day.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be too much in my crib that day. Like,
I'm needed all good. Look, I'm by myself. So I'm gonna need all the food I can. Fuck that shit. Especially the I love desserts. I'm a anything chocolate I'll take.
you do it. You do. You fucking. You just go to everybody's house real quick at 12, 1 o'clock, right? Get all the food and get your ass back home. So you beat the traffic going out, beat the traffic coming home, and then you sit here and eat.
Those 4 days, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's gonna be super dead. Like, well, I still gotta work, regardless.
I work Friday.
Like I work all Thursday. I'm working on the holiday, but I'm gonna get time and a half, so I'm not
Time and a
bitching about
half.
that. I'm the half-ass, so I'm not bitching about that. I even told him I'll stay for overtime. I told him I'll come in Saturday just so I can have like extra 8 hours and just make my check look even more fucking nice.
Oh yeah.
So time and a half plus 8 hours, what? That's gonna be cracking over 2K, like no problem. And then I'm getting a bonus December 10th.
Yeah, he ain't really thinking about Thanksgiving.
No, I'm not thinking about money. I
I care less too.
can always get food.
The only reason Thanksgiving is so for me is because since I've had an apartment, everybody comes to my fucking house.
See, that's the first rule. Don't tell niggas you got a house. Tell them
Yeah,
you live
it's
with your
like,
parents.
alright.
Tell them you live with your parents.
Nah, I like seeing everybody on Thanksgiving. I personally love seeing everybody in general. Like, but there's something about seeing everybody to come eat. It's always best. Like, cause most of the time they eat and leave. They don't stay. It's good. They come, you enjoy them, they eat, you laugh, and then they out. You know, when you other holidays, motherfuckers be staying there for too long and shit. Like New Year's and Christmas, y'all motherfuckers be staying here for too long. Y'all gotta stay in my house all day. The presents are open. Go home. We ain't watching a Christmas story. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for Thanksgiving, come you fucking watch the Giants. Oh, the Giants are playing!
That'd
Ah!
be fucking beautiful.
And we're playing Dallas.
Oh, damn.
I know. But we won the last game. I don't want to hear. Oh no, we had a bye. No, yeah, we won last week. Fuck, man. But Thanksgiving should be good. I want me and Rich on the Wassup Everybody podcast wants to wish everybody a happy fucking Thanksgiving. You heard this pod today, man. Appreciate and love the people that hold you close.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, especially on these holidays.
Call up the people that really
Call the people that need it, man, that are
tell them
alone.
how much you love them and tell them how much you care about them.
Yup.
Because as you already know from, everything from, the start of this podcast to now, it's like you gotta give time and appreciation for the people who matter the most in your life. For people who actually care about you and want to see you succeed and actually give you that genuine love.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's hard out here to find like people who actually give a fuck about you and care about you. Because people could throw the word love or people could throw the word even care around.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when you're by yourself in your house, who are you gonna think about? Who's gonna remember? Who's thinking about you at that very moment when you're just going about your day? Who's gonna give you that time? And if they're not giving you that time, try to be that person to give them that time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to Unique G for this fly ass sweater.
Yeah, I should have.
I didn't say that before, but
That's
this
just
is
hot.
Unique G. This is my dog.
So windbreaker, right?
Yeah, it's like a windbreaker. It has this like a logo here with this doing on the boombox and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to say it at the beginning 'cause I was like, I love this hoodie. It's fly, and
Yeah, it's just fire.
yes, thank you for that. Shout out to Unique G. But again,
Where you going today too? You going somewhere today too?
no, I fucked up.
Oh, okay.
It was actually yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It was from yesterday 1 to 7, not today 1 to 6. Because I read the 19th. I thought the 19th was today. The 19th was yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, damn, I fucked up. I missed the whole. That shit would have been lit if I made it to that. But
Nonetheless, you had a great fucking.
I had a great. I still enjoyed the day. I did like some activity. I did like some scavenger hunt shit. But it was too fucking cold, so it was outside, and we're like moving around the city and shit. So it was like a little annoying, but it was still kind of fun because it was on the phone. We're moving around. It's like fucking cold out here, man. Shit. give me some hot chocolate while I'm moving around or something like something.
That ass, yo.
And it would have been
Don't be having me out here freezing looking for no fucking.
clues. It was like some Alice in Wonderland shit where we like gotta find clues. Like the whole quest is to find Alex, and you gotta move around like 4 or 5 block radius and just go to all these different points on your phone.
And see where it's at.
Yep, and it gives it. There's like clues and mini games that you have to like find to like get to the next level, and then you gotta go back, walk back to where the fuck you were to open. Like
I wonder,
unlock shit.
is it against the law to do scavenger hunts with money? Like if you put money somewhere, right? Like let's say I took a picture of this room, and I said, "There's $100 in here. Find it."
No,
It's not illegal.
it's
to do
not
that,
illegal
right?
because it's considered you giving the money away. It's not money that was stolen, and you have to leave a disclaimer if you do
Oh, I know.
put it on TV. You have to leave a disclaimer.
Speaking of disclaimer, yo, did you see Did you see the documentary? All right, I know we gotta leave. Did you see a documentary on Netflix with Pepsi?
No.
So Pepsi Cola back in like the '80s, whatever. They ran a contest,
Oh, the 349
the
thing.
349 thing,
Oh, the
right?
Philippines. Oh yeah,
No, not the Philippine one. Not the Philippine one.
I thought it happened in the Philippines.
No. The one that happened in the United States.
My camera's dead.
Yeah, the one that happened in the United States.
Because I know the 349 in the Philippines, there was niggas
Yo,
getting killed.
They put a
A rewards program thing out.
no a carrier jet.
Oh yeah, the carrier jet. It's like you had to get like 7 million. Yes, and there's one dude. He got like a bunch of investors. He was like some rock climbing teacher and shit.
Yeah, and I could just fucking blank this all out. Cat.
He's like a rock climbing teacher and some shit. And he said, "Yo, I'm gonna get that jet." So he like had all the Pepsi points, and then he went to court.
Well, he bought the Pepsi points.
He bought the Pepsi points, and then he tried to say, "Look, where's my carrier jet?"
Yo.
And they wouldn't give him it.
because oh my god, yo, Pepsi, I work for y'all, but that was some shady shit.
It's like, nigga got the points that you said, but it was like since it wasn't like in the rewards pamphlet.
Yeah, it wasn't a legit reward.
Yeah,
That's where they
it
won.
It's like nobody's gonna get 7 million points, and then they made that shit with like 700.
That's fucking bullshit, bro.
Then they made that shit 700 million points after.
Yo, it's fucking bullshit, yo. But shout out to the game and knowing how to play it. All right, Rich, we out of here. Welcome.
Thank you everybody for watching. This was a very enlightened episode.
Thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving whenever this drops, before or after Thanksgiving. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe if you are an artist or you are a creative or an entrepreneur. You know, we're open to having like hosting. You want to be on a podcast? You got one right here. And, you know, shout out to Gilly. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, my brother.
And,
Hopefully I'll see you that day.
Yep. Thank you for your words of wisdom today. You know, being for me in my time of need. You know, on Friday. Thank you for everybody that was there. Like, just trying to, do the best to get me through it. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm a lot better, but I'm not still 100% there with it.
Of course not. It just happened to you. Cops go to therapy for fucking 6, 7, 8 months after they fucking kill somebody. What makes you think that you're any different? Mm-hmm. You're even more vulnerable or susceptible to things like that because you don't deal with it on an everyday and on your daily.
True that. So, thank you, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Peace, love, and yo-yos. Here's my dumb.
Eat some turkey. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Or eat your girl's turkey.
Or eat your girl's turkey. Ooh. Oh, you saw Kendrick Lamar's new video?
Yeah, new video.